Hey Stampers, Gaynor again, and I'm coming to show you how I made this, but I'm only going to show you the pages. I'm not gonna, everybody knows how to cover an album, and it's entirely up to you how you decorate it on the inside, but I've made this and it's absolutely gorgeous. I've not finished the spine yet, but I've got this on the back. It's those beautiful papers that I had from Laserowe over in Poland. Beautiful papers with this absolute gorgeous shabby chic look to it. So I'll show you the inside, and it's only 5 3/4 by 7 3/4. So the pages I'm going to show you are going to be 7.5 by 5.5. Very nice, neat, small album, perfect for filling up. So I added some of this seam binding ribbon. I just wanted it slightly darker than the actual pages themselves. So let's turn over to page. This I will give you the workings out for the covers if you want me to. But I've cut all little booklets for these, so you can add photos on everywhere, and you don't really need to see me decorate it, because you can decorate yours however you want with your papers. And I've only made one booklet because there's no point in me making them for every single page, because I'll just use the first one into all of them, but I'll give you the sizes. So this one is a nice little flat. They can journal, add a photo, or just add a 5 by 5 photo on there. This is just one of those beautiful cutouts, and I popped some paper in for journaling down the side. We've got space there for a photo, and a lovely another little booklet. You know, you can add 2 small photos on each page, perhaps get a gorgeous photo on there and journal at the top. So we've made a simple little pocket there, and this gorgeous flat, and they are on magnets. On this page then we've got the space for 2 photographs. And then this is a side opening flap with, again, space for photos, 2 small pockets and 2 little mini booklets, again for small photos on both sides. Oops, just getting them back in. And there's another one there, exactly the same. And again, this shuts with magnets. Look at this, how beautiful are these papers. So I've done a waterfall, again, held on with magnets. And it's just a space here for 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 17, well, these are 4 by 4, so you could cut these down to 3 3/4 by 3 3/4, and you've got space for 17 photos there. Absolutely beautiful, I love it. And then this one is just a side corner pocket with some tuck spots in there, and again another booklet, and all the booklets are the same size except for the one in the back cover, and these are just like 10 by 6.5, scored and folded at 5, and then just added some decoration there. They could perhaps slip another photo in there. Love it. And then this is just a gorgeous little belly band, absolutely beautiful. Another booklet. Plenty and plenty of spaces for photos here. You could have done a double belly band here and had 2 small ones as well, like I did in the other one, but I just thought, got a gorgeous, just a simple little pocket on this side, absolutely wonderful. Again, another one of those booklets. I wanted to do booklets right through because it gives more space than just photo mats for extra photos, so this will hold a fair bit. I love this, just tiny little corners here. That's all we're going to put on this page. Space for a photo, or space for a photo down there, and journaling. And then this booklet, I've added some wooden elements here. Again, it's same size booklet. Loads and loads of space, like I'm saying, for photographs. And that tucks all the way down in there. And this side, I did do a decorative edge, but it keeps, for some reason, getting rumpled up. But I've added another one of the tags as a tuck spot. It's just a plain old flap, and then you've got some more space there for either photos or journaling. Just scattered them about. This opens up then just to give another simple pocket and a tuck spot. Again, this one I think is just a photo mat. Yeah, because it was getting rather bulky towards the end. But I love it, love it, love it. And this one, again, just a simple side pocket. And with this one, I kept the label, which is one of the cut parts, so I could tuck stuff behind. And again, you've got space for photos on the back. But that's quite a deep pocket, and you could probably get 2 or 3 of those in there. or another booklet. So I think I just cut that one in half. And then the back page, I will give the measurements for these. Again, this is the tallest booklet, and it's 10 by 7.5. It's 10 by 7, sorry, this is half an inch bigger. So again, more tuck spaces, gorgeous tuck in there, plenty. And I just added a little label and a strip of paper so we can journal or add small photos, and they can perhaps tuck a photo in from the top or at the bottom. So there is this gorgeous little mini album done, and we're going to get straight into doing the pages right now. And then, like I say, you can decorate it to your heart's content with whatever papers you want. I just wanted to show you how I put together those pages. Oh, look at me, I can't even tie a bow now. But yeah, the last lot of albums I've been doing have been really long, and 6-7 videos long, and I just wanted to simplify things for you. So I've got everything cut, I've got everything scored, and we're just going to show you how to put these pages together. So you're going to need 4 pages, and these are all cut at 11.5 by 7.5, and you're going to score the long side at 1/2 inch and at 6. But there's a little trick to that in a moment. So when you're gonna fold, don't burnish it too much, because I want you to burnish this one first. Oh, it's alright. No, it's alright. Just thinking of something else. And then these are going to go together. Just like this. And yes, the space in the tops. Tell a lie, tell a lie, tell a lie. We need these. These are where you're going to attach. So you do need to pull just below that score line. Just don't go over the score line. That's it. And then pull back like this, because these are your hinges for your book, and they need to fold both ways. So there, you're going to attach these into your book like this. They will close, and all you've got to do on this is, when the gainer lines that up, that's better. You're just going to add a drizzle of glue down there, and then you've even got pockets then at the top. So what you're going to do, if you want them to open at the top, just put a little tiny glue line down here, and just one along the top. That way you've still got all that space there for a top pocket. And I didn't put anything in my top pockets because I got plenty of stuff going on, and then at the end of it I think I just simply forgot. So burnish that down, burnish your bottom score line down. It does take a lot of glue with craft card, I must admit. So there's one. So let's fold this one. I'm going to fold it both ways, because like I say, these are going to be your hinges, and mine has stayed in my book perfectly without me having to. So catch your up to the score line, pull back, and just score. And if you want to add 1/8 of an inch tape, you're more than welcome. I'm just putting just a little tiny line, and just a little one across the bottom, just to keep my pages closed. Again, just burnish. I will use these on a different album, same size but with a different theme, so none of these will go to waste. So again, you can trim the corners off if you want. I'm just going to leave them on. So again, come up to that score line, pull back and burnish. And because because we scored at the 6 mark as well, it's easier to fold it across. So just lay down your pages, give them a burnish. Because it's just the gubbins mainly most people want to see. My card is off a tad. I think it's the trim I used. Stampin' Up. There we go. So we've got one more to go, and then our pages and hinges are all done at the same time. If you want, you could score this and make it at 11 3/4 and score it 3/4 if you want to prefer a little bit more. But I found it was just right for me. And you want to keep these on the left hand side, so glue in, you know where to glue then at the bottom. I suggest a little bit more glue than I'm putting on, but you know, I can always go back and add a little bit more. So up to the score line. Up to the score line and burnish. So there's our 4 pages. Raring to go. So I'm going to go back to the first one because that should be nice and dry now. And you've got plenty of space, like I'm saying, oh gosh, to add. I would prefer to use 1/8 of an inch tape, but for the purpose of the video I'm just going to keep it like so. So these are my, oh, this is the inner back cover. So if you wanted to do a side pocket, it's 8 3/4 by 4 1/4, and you simply just score on 3 sides, and then your booklet will be 10 by 7, score at 5. That's for the inside back cover. Now the inside front cover is one at 6.5 by 4, and you're going to score 3 sides, starting with the short side a 1/2 inch. So you score 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch. There's your pocket, and then you've got one at 10 by 7, which is this one. You're going to fold and just burnish these in the centre, or you can put it on the scoreboard and simply score it at 5 inches. So these are your booklets are out. The ones inside are 6.5, just for me. For some reason this card is not sitting right. It's just me rushing, I think. There we go. So you're going to have a little pocket, and there's your booklet that sits inside. You can do all these fancy things if you want to, but that's what you're going to need for your inside cover front and the inside cover back. So we're starting on page 1. You're going to need one at 5.5 by 6. Score the long side at 1/2 inch. This is going to be our flat, and I've already folded and burnished. And we're going to grab our page. You could do it on the inside, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to have my flap just going along the top. So plenty of glue. And this is going to just get attached to the top of your page. I used a fancy punch on mine, I think, if I remember rightly. Did I? Yes, I did. But that's up to you. It's up to you. It's your album. You can. I just went across with a decorative punch. And then you're going to need a piece which is 4.5 by 6.5, and you're going to score those on 3 sides, starting with the shortest side. And then you're going to trim away corners. And you're just going to add glue to all those. God, it's so warm today. It's unreal. And this is going to get attached down at the bottom. Again, if you want to do something fancy, that's up to you. Just give that a good burnish. And this is the booklet we're going to use throughout, sorry. This is the 10 by 6.5. And just simply scored this at 5 inches on the long side. I'm just going to burnish it. And that's where that little booklet goes in there. And you can add magnets here and here now if you want to. I'm not going to add any for the purpose of the video, but this is page 1 done already. I'm just going to flip this over, keeping this on the right side now. So our booklet is just to show where everything goes. This is the back. You're going to need 2 pieces which are 4 3/4 by 3.5. Score 3 sides at 1/2 inch. You're going to need 1 at 4.5 by 7, and you're going to score at 2 of those, sorry, at 3.5. They're the little booklets to go inside. So I've just folded and burnished them. You can decorate these however you want, and we're going to fold and burnish our score lines on here as well. Them a good burnish. And we're going to trim those ends off. We know how to make pockets. Love this papers that I got from Poland, absolutely beautiful, and it cost me a fortune to get them here, but I just love them so much. But the papers themselves were so cheap, absolutely brilliant. But oh, lovely, gorgeous papers. So you're going to attach these on right there now. Make sure I've got this the right way. Yeah, page 1, page 2. And we're going to add these little tiny pockets, because once last week I did one and I added it in upside down. I ended up with an upside down pocket. So repeat the process with this one as well. And we can glue those into place as well. That's just coming. It's so warm, I don't think my glue wants to stick. Just going to add a little bit more pressure. You could also use double-sided tape. Entirely up to yourselves. I'm going to be quick. This craft card loves to absorb this glue, so you will need plenty, so put plenty on. And again, this sits right next to its other self, right there on the ends. Give them a good burnish. Just while they're in place. These are your little booklets then to go inside. There we go. So they fit all the way down to the bottom. You've got some fabulous photos going in there. We'll have to remove them a sec. As our side pocket is 6 by 7.5, score the short side at 1/2 inch. Give that a good burnish. And add plenty of glue. Just make sure you've got none on the inside. And then this gets attached right along this edge. Just about a couple of mil away from the score line. So the buckler can be closed. And then just open it and give it a good burnish. Just the humidity tonight is horrendously hot. So these are your side pockets now. This is your side flap. And again, I added 2 magnets. I added one here and here and here and here to keep this page closed. But that is page 1 and page 2. That's done already. How marvellous. Pick up another page. And while I'm here, I'm just going to reinforce because it is going to get folded both ways. So page 2 front is that beautiful waterfall. You're going to need a piece that is 5.5 by 1.5, and you're just going to score the long side at 1/2 inch. And I rounded the corners off, so you can do that too. Don't forget to do it on your DSP as well. She says. That's better. You need one piece which is 4 by 4. And then you are going to need 8 pieces then, which are cut at 4.5 by 4, and score the long side at 1/2 inch on all of them. That way you finish off with a 4-inch square at the bottom, and that's why you can fit 8 mats in there. They are so simple to attach. You're just going to use the width to line up and this score line to line up, and I just went across after each, once I was decorating, and put a little 3/8 inch DSP section in there to cover those up. Looked absolutely marvellous. So don't add your 4 by 4 one yet. Just going to grab these. And I left about 1.25 inches either side because they're 5.5. So just judge it about, well, it's about 3/4 inch actually. Either side, burnish them down, and then use that as your guide. And again, I use magnets on the little flap and on the top page. So just line, and I find it is so much easier to do it upside down. So page by page, just burnish them down, and then just burnish it down. And then you can see they're perfectly lined up with the counter cells. And also, if you want, you could put a whole sheet of DSP. This way you're only going to have 2 strips down the side and 1 piece on the front. So that will save on your designer series paper as well. So just line the sides up, burnish that down, pitch it over and burnish it down, because they're all going to sit that way, and they're just lining up beautiful. I mean, and they do a video showing how to cover just the cover and then link it to any other albums they do, and it's just the size. You just need to leave a 1-inch gap all the way around so you can wrap your papers, and just burnish. You need a good 1 to 1.25 inch gap all the way around your album once you've put your chipboard together. That's what I'm saying. We all know how to add extra pages on the inside then. We all know you have to allow a good 1.5 to 2 inches either side of your spine. If you're having well, they've all got spines, but oops, grab that quick. Finish that down. That one's a little bit skewy. That's it. There we go. So you're just lining them all up. Beautiful. So we've got 3 left to go in. Plenty of glue. Push that up, perfect. Just give that a good burnish. All the pages are like that. One looks a bit off for some reason. I can rectify that later. So 2 to go. And I love this craft card. It's really sturdy, but it loves your glue, so it sops it up like crazy. If you don't mind, but you love the look of craft card, then well a way to go. All lined up beautifully. Pull it down. Just give that a quick burnish. The last one's going in. Again, line it up. I mean, I'm rushing, but you can take your time to do this. Line it up perfectly. Just make sure it's pushed up. And if you notice now, they all fall to the very bottom. That one little piece that's wonky there is not that little corner out just for me a fraction, but I'll straighten that later. And then you need to attach this piece now, because you want to hide that under our flap and try and get it in the centre. So I just lined it along the bottom, made sure it's nice and straight, pushed it up, give that a good burnish. And then just give that a burnish, and this is where your 4x4 piece fits in. Absolutely fabulous. Just glue that straight down. And making sure you've got that lined up beautifully there. That press down, make sure you've got this along the edge of your paper still. Just give that a burnish, and then you can just add a photo map to that as well, and that's where you get those 17 gorgeous quantities of pages. Just that one little one there. Beautiful. And then add a magnet. So I'm just going to flip. Now we're going to go on to the next page. And this one is this 6.5 by 6. Score 3 sides. I always start with the short side for pockets, unless you're having a well, it doesn't if you're having a wide pocket, a deep pocket. We're having a corner pocket on this one, so I'm just going to burnish the sides, pop that to one side. I am just left side 2.5. 1.5 it should be. It's not 2.5 again, it's 1.5. So make a mark at 1.5. That is the top, yep. So you want to come in about 1.5. Just make a little mark there. Let me just, my head's going now. Waterfall. Oh, this side you make a mark 2.5, and it is 2.5. I'm silly sausage. Yeah, so make a mark to 2.5, and you're going to cut from there to that corner. So just grabbing my guillotine. That piece is going to come off now anyway, so put that in and get that to your corner, and then just slice through. And we are then, because we folded those back as well, you don't need to cut any excess off. We just need to take the corners off the bottom. So again, take away your corners. And attach the glue. I had time on my album to just glue these shut, wait a few minutes, and then I could hold it together, and whilst I glued it all, because if you don't fold these flaps in when you're cooked, it means you're going to have to cut again, so it just does it for you. Nice. And then this goes from, like I say, it's going from corner to corner. Just line that up right along the edge, right along the bottom, trying to stay away from this score line, and just burnish. And when you come to cut your DSP, literally do cut the piece a 1/4 inch smaller all round, and then lift it, cut, measure up 2 and that's 2 1/4. I would measure that to 2 1/8, because I've come down a little bit further than 2 1/2. That's because I was messing around with a flap at the bottom as well. So just cut it a 1/4 inch shorter, and then take that to the corner as well, so you've got that there. And then again, just keep this burnishing until it really does stick down. It does stick down. Trust me, I don't know what's happening tonight, but it's so humid. It's just sapping the moisture out of the glue. And again, you're going to have one of these beautiful pockets going inside, booklets going inside your pocket. So that will fit in there beautiful. So again, that's pages 2 and 3. They're done. Grab another page. And we are using this just for a little belly band. I'm keeping all these workings out because I like to innovate and switch things around. So this is 8.5 by 2.5, and simply score the long sides at 1/2 inch at both ends. And then you've got that much space again so you don't put a full page of DSP, just put 1 inch in both sides, and that way you're just going to save on your DSP. So I'll do one at a time for this because it's so humid. I just want to line this up, roughly get it in the middle, so you've got a nice gap either side. Perfect. Just burnish this down, and then flip it round, and you can add your tape. Or you could add tape and glue if you wanted everything to be really secure. Like I'm saying, I'm just showing you the workings out for the video. Just lay that flat and give that a good burnish. If you want, you can go in with your bone folder underneath, but I wouldn't, in case you give it a chance to lift. So that is page... Where's that paper gone? Page 3, the front is a belly band, and again your booklet would sit in there beautiful. even tuck down that flap there so it wouldn't come out. Unless I've got a bit of glue on it. No, I haven't. There you go. It fits all the way down to the bottom of the page. So there's your booklet space as well. Just make plenty of your booklets. So I'm getting all the paper clips. Let's get rid of some of this rubbish now. And on here we're just simply doing a 6.5 by 4 and we're just score 3 sides. Again, we're just doing a simple little pocket for this one. It looks divine now when you've got it all papered up with your white paper for photos and then your DSP. And it's endless how you can decorate these. They're just marvellous. I love them. I am so addicted to doing albums at the minute. I don't know. It's because I bought all that gorgeous paper. I've just seen the new stuff that's coming out from Graphic 45. Oh, it's to die for. So again, I always glue these flaps in first. But you know, you could be sat here holding it for a few minutes. But then you've got all that hand space then for when you're gluing your pockets in. This was like water the other day, my glue was. I think it's the heat. Look at that. I think I'm the muckiest gluer ever. And again, this is just your little pocket area, right along the edge. Keeping away from the score line. So it opens both ways. Should have just done that little fraction smaller, I think. Yeah, just keep burnishing those down, and again this is where your booklet goes. So that is pages 3 front and back. That's done. So we're on to our last page. This is the one with the little tiny corners, and so this piece is 3 by 3. You're going to score all 4 corners. All 4 sides, should I say. And burnish them well. And then what you want to do is you want to fold that side and fold that side and then just cut corner to corner. That way you don't have to do those workings out. So this corner. That corner right on the edge, pull this one out, and cut. And you've even got those little edges. I think, no, she's got to cut them off. Never mind. So, what have I done? That should have been folded. Oh no, look what I've done. Oh well, we'll have a little lip on this one. And then we'll trim that down a bit. It was the tops that needed to be bended over, not the sides. So, sorry about that, girls. Got a little pull out on this one. Get rid of those bits. And then we can just glue these. Now see that one, it's poking out? You're going to have to cut that back. Let's check that one. Yeah, that one too. It was the sides that were supposed to have been tucked up, not the other. What have I done wrong? I think I've just totally done that totally wrong. Yes, we're going to have dodgy corners otherwise. I'm going to have to start again. Let me just grab some card. So is this 3 by 3? Let's hope it is. Leave that. Again, what have you done? 3 by 3. Perfect. Let's cut it corner to corner first. That's better. And then we need to score 1/2 inch and 1/2 inch. Inch, oh, 1/2 inch, oops, look at that, 1/2 inch. Oh, Mr. Boyce, you're a diamond. Thank you so much. Oh, love you.
Love you too.
Thank you, baby. So, just burnish these. We know we've got to cut those off. And we know we're going to have to cut those off. Trim them down, or you can just simply fold them across and snip. Perfect. Remove these little corners, and we're just going to glue them in to each corner. My mistake, ladies, just cut corner to corner and then pop in your little corners, making sure it's lined up beautifully along the bottom and along the side. Just give that a chance to adhere. For some reason it is taking up so much glue. Fold those in. Da, 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 da. Can you believe how quick? Once you've got all your papers cut, you can get one of these albums popped together so fast. Again, just keep hold of that and burnish it down while the glue is going off. And then again, this is where your booklet sits in here, right the way to the bottom as well, she says. It will do. I'm pressing on it, see. There we go, it'll fit all the way down to the bottom. So we're on our last page. Flip this over, and to decorate you can just, I did 1/2 a sheet and then did it all the way into the bottom corners and then did a white photo mat. So now, oh, let's have a swig of this. Absolutely gorgeous. Just checking the time. It is now, oh yes, I've got 15 minutes left to go. So page 4 back, you need one at 8.5 by 3, and you're going to score 3 sides because this is going to be a pocket. And then you're going to have a side flap which is 7.5 by 6, score the short side 1/2 inch. And the pocket for the flap is 6.5 by 4, score 3 sides, and then you're going to need 2 booklets if you were putting booklets in. So this is the flap. Let's go in. I think that's going on that side, and then I had a pocket on the inside of here. Without opening it back up and seeing. Unless you want a really tall, skinny pocket, you know, you're going to score the short side first and then follow around until you've done 3 sides. I'm sure, let me just have a quick check. Yes, this gets attached to this side. So let's just add our glue. please allow your glue to stick down. I'm rushing for the video's sake. So that gets attached right along that edge. You've got a little gap there, which is what I wanted. Just perfect. And then open up, give this a good burnish. And you can also, this is that what I decorated. This is why it's a little bit short, but you don't have to do that if you don't want to. This, I'm sure, is my inner pocket on here. And no, it's not. It's my inner pocket on here. It must be. Yeah. Oh. I've got glue on the inside now. Just take that off. So, making sure you can open and close your booklets right along the edge. Perfect. Just, oops, just adhere right down and inside there as well. Just along that. Perfect. And then this one is our side pocket. And this one, again, just fold and burnish. Remove your corners. Oops. My nozzle is stinking and it wants a good clean. And the cardboard I used on the album is, you know, do you remember that? If you ever watch my channel, that is, I had to do a card challenge and a lady sent me a recycled storybook in the shape of a notepad. And it's gorgeous, and I promised to use the cardboard that she'd sent to protect the cards on an album, and this is what I used on this album. So this is going on the inside of here. Just pull away a little bit because you've got that pocket there, and just again burnish, burnish, burnish like mad, and just give your glue a chance to go off. And when we were in the days of Tombow, just check then that folds. You may have to come up a little touch. That's better. You just want to be able to close that over. I think I've done something wrong, you know. There's the flap. Oh, pocket was meant to go on that side and the flap on this side, but it doesn't matter. We've got the pocket this side and we've got that side pocket on that one this time. Beautiful. So there we go. That's it. That's page 3 front and 3 back. And you can put decorative now, because I've left a gap down there now, so you could decorate that without it getting trapped on the other piece. So there we have it. There is, and then you've got your pouches then to add your side pockets. You may have to adjust that one. Yes, I would do that one at 9, maybe take it at 8 inches. So do that one 4 by 5. So that's 8 by 5, score at 4. But they fit this side beautifully. And these are the 10 by 6.5. So that booklet fits in there beautiful. Let me check the width of this. It's 5. So yes, so 9 by 6.5 and score and fold at 4.5, and it will fit in there beautiful. So there we have it, pages 3 and, well, pages 4 front and 4 back. There's all my pages. They're ready for my next album. Whoops. And there we go. So that's the inner front pocket, 6.5 by 4, score 3 sides, and then your 10 by 7 is your booklet. That's for the inside cover. And then this one is the side pocket, so a score 3 sides at 1/2 inch, 8 3/4 by 4 1/4, and your booklet's 10 by 7, score at 5, and that's for the inside cover. So I'm going to shoot. I have a premiere starting in about 5 or 10 minutes, and I'm going to love and leave you all. But there's how I put those pages together for my album, and I do hope you enjoy it. I do hope you give it a go as well. Thumbs up and a share would be amazing. So there you have it. There are your workings out for this beautiful, beautiful 7 3/4 by 5 3/4 album. Love it. Thank you for watching. Till next time. Bye.